Hello and welcome to My Retired Life, and today we're going to talk about you and me. In particular me, but I want it to relate to you. Bear with me, it'll make sense in a minute. It will, it really will. I brought notes, that's why it'll be, that's why it will make sense in a minute. Okay, we're talking about me time. Or you time. Here, I'm getting lost again. Lost again. Assume you're me. This is such a silly start. What I want to do is talk about me time. You time. You is me, okay? Something. Okay, never mind. It gets confusing. It's about me time. Now, I brought notes. I've graduated to my phone with notes, and there's a lot of people that think taking time for themselves is selfish, and it's not. And I got a whole list, 10 things that actually I've got 20 things, but I'm going to talk about 10 of them, and I'll give you some bonus ones maybe at the end. The first one is it encourages personal growth. So you have to look down. And this is the note I made. Time alone, bugs. This is not going well. Time alone for you to set and pursue goals. Does that make any sense? Encourages personal growth. In other words, you're setting some goals when you're sitting around thinking. You might just be at a coffee shop and having a coffee. I don't like bugs on my head. Anyway, you could be sitting in a coffee shop and you could be thinking, okay, what's my next goal? Whatever you do, when you set goals, don't set them high. Set small little goals, then you achieve them, and your confidence builds and everything else. So let's say I wanted to make two YouTube videos a week, then I could do that. That would be setting a goal, right? Right now it is one a week, and I'm happy with that, and it keeps me occupied with YouTube, and it also gives me free time for my golf and my dogs and my travel and things that I want to do. Me time reduces anxiety. You can get lost in a lot of things, and anxiety over certain issues and other things. And I can't think of an example off the top of my head, but let's say you've got anxiety about going to a party, you're not knowing a lot of people, you're uncomfortable. Just sit aside and think about it, and it'll quietly calm you to handle that situation. Just think about it, but don't think negative thoughts about it. Think positive thoughts like, oh, I might meet a new friend. Something like that. It can spark joy. What do I mean by sparking joy? It means hobbies that you've put on the back burner. And now you've got some time alone, and you've got dedicated 2 hours, and you can start a new woodwork project or go out and take photographs, which I'll enjoy doing too. Those are some of the things that it can do, right? It sparks joy or re-interest in certain things. Hobbies, things like that. That didn't come out so well, but that's what I meant. It boosts self-esteem too, right? Your self-esteem goes up when you're doing things for yourself. It's prioritizing things that matter to you first. And you get whatever you're doing, whatever you're prioritizing, maybe it'd be just sitting down and reading a book. But it prioritizes you, which builds self-esteem. Don't neglect yourself for everybody else. You got to take time for yourself. This is kind of what it's all about. Okay, now we'll get to some of the other ones. There's one that in particular that I really like, and I'll save that one till the last, because for me, that's what I find works. It supports physical health. Because many reasons. It can either slow you down and relax you, reducing blood pressure, or you can take the time and go and exercise, bike, go to the gym, swim. That all has to do with your health, and it helps. Sometimes you can't go for that big long walk with a tiny little dog, and I'm speaking from experience. After about the first quarter mile, the little legs on my little puppy dog, they don't want to move. So you take it and do it yourself. You go hiking yourself, you go down a trail, you go for a walk. But that's me time, and it's not selfish at all. Another thing it does for me is it really improves my mood. After I take some time and reflect and prioritize, and that's why I believe in slow mornings. When I get going in the morning, I get up, I feed the dogs, have a coffee, have a piece of toast or a bowl of cereal, and it's slowly building my day. And I'm kind of I like that. I like the slow mornings with the full afternoons, and the evenings it could be whatever we want. Whether it's playing cards with friends, watching a movie, whatever. But that's the way I'm setting things up. It also enhances creativity, especially if you're a crafter or a photographer or do something creative. Even with these videos, every once in a while I do them walking in a park, which is really nice. A lot of times I'm at a picnic table like I am today. Your creativity with videos, and for me, because I do YouTube, but it could do it with crafting, woodwork, photography, whatever you're into. It can help you get creative because you're taking time and you're thinking things through, steps, procedures and steps to get things done to the result that you want. It improves focus. For me, what it does is it gives me the chance to focus on productivity, meaning these videos or shooting for photography. It gives me time to think about where I'm going, what I'm going to do before I go there and do it. That way you get a lot more done when you go and do it. Make sense? I think so. I hope so. I think this is number 9 in the list, but it boosts. I gotta look at my notes. It boosts mental clarity. And I was wondering what that meant. And I said, for me, what is mental clarity? And it's processing your thoughts, sequencing up. It's like planning almost, right? You're gaining perspective on your thoughts. And let's go back to woodworking. You're going to build a table. You have to clarify what kind of wood you need, what kind of table it's going to be, what steps you have to do, what gluing has to be done to make the tabletop. So you have to process your thoughts and organize. Again, planning. And the biggest one, and this will be the last one, is stress. Being alone relieves stress. I'm talking about everyday household things, everyday responsibilities. If you just take time to do nothing or wander, your stress levels come down, your shoulders get lighter, you feel better. When you get older, there's blood pressure issues, there's stress issues, and you don't need stress when you get older. You need calm, peace, enjoyment. Don't get me wrong, sometimes a stressful situation is good. Makes you think a little bit sometimes too. But for the most part, when you want some me time, it reduces stress on all those other things I talked about previously to this. Stress is not good on the body, especially as you get older. So my number one thing to take away from this is stress reduces when you take me time. Now, hopefully you're this far into the video and you see this and learn this. That's it. It was a very simple video. I'm sitting at a bench. I'm just enjoying the sunlight. Me time, making videos. The creative part. I said creative, didn't I? So I get a kick out of myself sometimes. But anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed and you like this kind of content, please do. It's down below. And hit the bell button so when I put out another piece of creative art, my videos, I don't want my head to swell. I love doing this, and I laugh at myself because I want to keep my ego in check, because that's who I am. I'm not an egotistical person. We all have a little bit of ego, but I'm not an egotistical person where I think this is the best thing ever. It's just me making videos and hopefully sharing some wisdom with everybody else. So until the next video, you might want to check out this one or this one, and let's call this one done.